Hey bestie, how's it going? I thought I'd say hello to you over on Patreon just because first of all, I wanted to say hello to you all. Second of all, I wanted to just have a chat about a couple things that I've been thinking about and stuff like that. But yeah, first of all, you may start to notice that the Patreon exclusive stuff, so this video here and the previous four, I think this is the fifth one, is ending up onto Don't Trust Ira, just because I think it's content that, I don't know, I just feel like this is not like amazing stuff and some people might want to watch it, so I'm giving it like 4 weeks every time. So when I upload it to Patreon as a Patreon exclusive, it's yours and yours alone for 4 weeks, and then it's going over to Don't Trust Ira. I don't imagine it's going to get very many views, but some people can't afford the pound to watch it on Patreon, or they don't want to, but they still want to know about me and my life. So I think 4 weeks is pretty reasonable. I mean, if you don't think that that's fair or right, then by all means let me know, and I will certainly respond to that. If you think it's out of order that I'm sharing this 4 weeks later, but it's, I feel like it's something that's quite nice to do, and I've already put effort into it, so it's yeah, I think it's a nice thing to do. So yeah, so just let me know if you think that it's not amazing. Oh, I don't know if you can hear. I'm recording the voice part of this in my room, and my brother and Kyla have gone out. So Hugo, the dog, is barking at everything that goes past the window, and it's doing my head in. But anyway, yeah, going back to what I was saying, if you think that this is a misstep and I shouldn't be doing this, sharing it, then just let me know. And if enough of you aren't happy about it, I will remove it, because I do want you to feel special, because you are special. But I feel like maybe just having it for 4 weeks, it should be all right. But anyway, what you're watching right now is hopefully a sped up. Hopefully I'm not going to speak for 50 minutes. Hopefully this is just half an hour of me having a chat with you. But what you're seeing is me just packing a day's worth of orders. It was quite a small day. This week's been slow, and I know it's slow, but I've obviously sold advent calendars as well. So there has been substantial orders as well. It's been okay, but I'm just unpacking some orders, lots of vinyl, lots of stuff like that. So you'll see all of that being done, and you can maybe see my new tattoo as well. So I have touched upon it. Well, I will touch upon it on a video on Wednesday. I did it on a live on Don't Trust Ira. But yeah, this is my tattoo on my finger. I am going to get all of my fingers tattooed, and I know that finger tattoos just fall off, they go blurry very, very quickly. I know all of that, but I got this one on my little finger. So on the left hand, I'm going to get some things from my favorite film, which is called Practical Magic. So there's a quote from the film that's at the end of it, where Sandra Bullock is oh, there's 4 things that are really important, and it's something along the lines of always pour salt over your left shoulder, grow rosemary by your gate, something else about another plant. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but but I would be able to tell you normally when I'm not pressed. And love often. So I've got the love often part of it. So I'm going to get a salt shaker, some rosemary. Oh, what was the other one? I'll have to look it up. And then that's the love often bit, but I've also added some flames to it, because the logo for Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the 90s and a lot of the DVD stuff had a heart in the background with flames. It's a very millennial thing, a heart with flames on it. And yeah, it sort of connects me to 2 of my favorite things, so Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Practical Magic. Obviously the finger that I had tattooed already with that lightning bolt, that is my Sabrina Spellman, because that's the finger that she'd used to do a spell in the Sabrina Teenage Witch show. I'm going to get Roman numerals as well on one finger, which is going to be the Roman numeral 6 because I'm the sixth child out of 7, and I am undecided about the other two, but when I've decided, I will do it. But yeah, so yeah, you can see that. The tattoo itself, so I wasn't actually planning to get a random tattoo on a random day, but basically I went into town one day to drop Max, my nephew, to college. I think it was for a driving license or for not a license, driving lesson or something like that. And he missed the bus or something like that. So yeah, I'll take you. Don't worry. You don't have to cancel your lesson or anything like that. I took him in and we got in there a bit early. So we had a bit of Nando's, I think. Can you hear Hugo? We had like Nando's. And then we... sorry, Hugo's made me lose my train of thought. Anyway, yeah, so the tattoo place near me, I've never been there, obviously. I've only been to like 3 places for tattoo. And I've always walked past it when I went to college and stuff like that. It's been there since like 1999 or something. They had a little thing outside saying walk-ins. So I was like, I could get a walk-in tattoo. Of course I can get a walk-in tattoo. So I walked in. I said, oh, are you doing walk-ins today for tattoos? They're like, oh, no, that's for piercings, not for tattoos. But I can book you in next week if you want. And I was already in there. So I was like, yeah, go on then. So I planned for the tattoo. It cost me £55, which I think for a small tattoo is actually quite reasonable. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's quite reasonable. And like I went in there. She was like, "It's gonna hurt," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know it's gonna hurt," because I had the one in Vegas. This one hurt, of course it did, but it was like nothing like some of the other tattoos I've had. Like some of the other tattoos I've had, like the ones in my like, you know, like the elbow, like the pit of your elbow, the opposite side, that was just agony. It was so painful. But yeah, it was not very much. But also the great thing about it is it was done in like 6 minutes. Like that's the easiest 55 quid she ever made, I think. But like she was really good, really quick, and she had a really light hand as well. It didn't hurt that much at all. Like I think she's done a really, really good job, and I'm gonna book again to see her again to do some more. But because on my left hand I want rosemary and another plant, I'm going to get my normal lady to do it because I like the way that she does flowers and plants and stuff like that. So that's the sort of plan. In terms of overall tattoo plans, I'm going to get both arms done. I am going to get my throat done as well. And I know a lot of people are like worried about that. And I know it's going to hurt and stuff like that. But I really, really want it. I've always wanted it. I am going to get my legs, but I don't think I might do leg sleeves. Probably. I think I'm just going to go every month until I don't want to go anymore. Mostly floral, but I've got some different ideas for my legs. But I think I'm going to get the same lady to do both my arms and my throat, and I guess that might be it. I mean, like, I'm definitely not going to run out of space. I don't think I'm ever really going to do a face tattoo or anything like that, just because I feel like I'm older now, and I think things like face tattoos do age you, especially as I start to go a bit blurry and stuff like that. So I might not. I think throat will be enough. I'm not going to do under my chin. I'm just going to do it up to where my beard stops. So yeah, but it might look weird just having arms and like my shoulders and throat done. So I might do a little bit on my chest, but I'll see how I feel. My right hand is going to get done as well, but the sleeve on my left hand, I'm going to stop just before where my watch is, so you can see it probably now. Just going to stop before where my watch is because I already can't use my watch on my preferred hand, my right arm, my right wrist, should I say. Already can't do that because the tattoo ink blocks the signal and it pauses my workouts, and it was so frustrating doing that. Oh, it was so annoying. I couldn't work it out until I had a proper Google of it. But yeah, so it's going to stop just a little bit low, so I'm going to go a little bit long. I like the sort of asymmetry of it. So yeah, that's the plan with tattoos. I can't remember what else I was going to talk to you about. It wasn't about tattoos. I can tell you what's currently on my mind a lot. I am really, really worried about this 10K I've got. Like, literally, I run a 10K on the treadmill yesterday. I'm going for a 5K park run tomorrow, which I do every Saturday. Actually, my niece is coming with me this time. She's like about halfway through the couch to 5K, so she's not going to do it in like a terrific time or anything like that, but I think it's going to do a lot for her confidence with running, because she keeps on telling herself she can't do it. I'm like, mate, if I can do it, you absolutely can do it. But yeah, I'm really excited. I usually go with either my brother or Kyla, but I think it's going to be my brother, Kyla, and my niece going this time, which is going to be like really, really cool. And then Sunday, I'm just going to go for a walk. And then Monday, I'm going to attempt a 10K outside. I did it like this week, like last week, on the Monday, and where I live, it's like a village that's a little bit bigger than what you'd expect a village to be. Like, it's got a Tesco, a couple of garages and stuff like that. So it's a big village, but it's certainly not a town. But it's one of those villages that keeps on growing so much that all the other villages around it, like, they kind of join up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all you can go for. Yeah, I'm not explaining myself properly, but it's a village that keeps on getting bigger, and the other villages around keep on getting bigger, and now they're touching essentially. So it looks like one big town, but it's not. But anyway, that's probably how London was. But anyway, I went on this. It ended up being 7K, and it was brutal. This village where I live, and getting out of it, it's essentially all uphill, and a lot of my running is done on a treadmill. So all my 10K so far have been... I got a yawn, sorry. Sorry if that makes you want to yawn. All of my 10K so far have been on a treadmill, so well controlled, like good, like good pace and stuff like that. When you go running outside in the wild, you have to pace yourself, and it's harder. It just is harder because there's uphills, there's grassy sections, the concrete is harder on you. Like, treadmill is spongy, it's nice, it's really easy. You can watch telly and just zone off. When you're outside, I typically pay a lot more attention to how my body feels and stuff like that. And I typically will run faster than I normally would when I'm outside. So I need to do it more often because this 10K is going to be brutal. But I managed to do 7K last time because there was just this one big hill that I just couldn't get up. It seemed to go on forever, and when I looked back at the maps, I probably got about 80% up there, but just because it like curves around a corner and I couldn't really remember how long it was, and I gave up and went down. But it was still hilly to get back. It would have been easier if I just continued up that hill, because it's essentially pretty much all downhill after I've got up that hill, and it would have been about 10K as well. So on Monday, I'm really raring to do it, because that is a really hard run. And if I can do that in a reasonable time, well, it doesn't even matter about the time, but if I can do that, then I know for 100% fact that I'll be able to do this 10K on the 8th. And I know this is you're probably so bored of me talking about this 10K by now, but it is a huge monumental goal for me. It really, really is. So yeah, I'm really eager to make that 10K happen on Monday, so that I can just not worry about it. And I think that's what I'm going to do every Monday. I mean, it's literally 2 weeks now until I'm running this 10K. So the confidence that I'll get on Monday will be absolutely wonderful. So I'm excited about that. I've got another tattoo coming up as well. So that's going to be on the 3rd. So the run's on the 8th. The tattoo is on the 3rd. And on the 3rd, we have decided that my inner arm... So how do I describe it? Because you can't actually see me. So basically my bingo wing is what I'm getting tattooed, which I'm anticipating to really, really hurt, but we'll see. And we're doing a magnolia on there. That reminded me, I do need to text my tattoo lady, because she said to remind her, so that because she normally has it drawn up ready for the day. So we'll do that, and obviously we want to touch up some bits as well, where my wrist, I've worn it away with the watch when I couldn't figure it out, and also my elbow, we didn't have quite enough time to do it last time because we had a really short session last time, because she was in a bit of like tooth pain, and she had to go to the dentist, so we only had like 4 hours or something. So I think that there's extra bits to my elbow that she wants to touch up as well, and normally things just like fall off a little bit and it needs a bit of touching up, but she said that when I was getting my elbow done, it really inflamed a lot, so she was going over the same parts loads of times and it just wasn't accepting the ink. So if she gets another good go at it, it'll be all right. So but elbow, really, people say that it really, really hurts. I didn't mind it at all. My inner arm was by far the worst, but I'm yet to experience like legs, throat, stuff like that, like side of my neck. Like I'm yet to experience any of that. So, who knows what it's going to be like. I'm really excited about it. And I feel like I've waited long enough. I'm nearly 40. Like I've waited long enough for all of that. So it's about time to enjoy my body and colour it in as much as I want. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So I think that's all that I really wanted to talk to you about. I am going to continue talking to you because we're probably about halfway through where I wanted to be. If I stopped now, the speeding up of this would be absolutely insane. So yeah, I kind of, I was talking about sort of maybe doing a podcast or something like that. I haven't gone off the idea. I think one day there could be one if I've got more things to talk about, and also if there's like someone who wants to do it with me. Me and my friend Claire have always said about doing it. She's got like a really big following over on TikTok. We are like best friends and we do something really similar. She doesn't do budgeting or anything like that, but she does something really similar. And we always said when we're both at 10k, we'll do it, and we're both surpassed 10k, and I don't know. We could do it. We could do it, but I don't know if there's necessarily a big audience for it. I don't know, but never say never. Never say never about it for sure. But I think that would be ideal for me. It would probably be. We'll probably talk about how we're friends and talk about stuff, because we both have, like, while we are best friends and while we are very similar to each other, we politically we think differently. Sometimes we introduce things to each other that we've never even considered. Like, I don't know, I think I was the first gay person she ever met, so like a lot of her preconceptions about gay people I kind of dismantled for her a little bit, and just the things that I think about a lot, she doesn't necessarily. Like, she's got 3 kids, and the way that she thinks about stuff is really, really different to me. But we're a really, really good match, and we're a good pair. I honestly believe that if I was straight and we fancied each other, that it would be all over. We'd be fully together. But on Facebook, we're married. Her kids fully believe that if their dad wasn't in the picture, she would have married me, and I'm actually a bit sad about that. That's what her kids believe. They all call me Uncle Ira. But what was the point? Oh yeah, so I don't think a solo podcast there is any point, because what I'm doing with you patrons now, that is fulfilling me. I think what I need to do is like come a bit more prepared. Like, I have been kind of prepared in the past, but like this one, I've just pressed record and just said, oh, hi. But yeah, that's that. So I don't think I will have a solo podcast, but I think this is plenty. Like, I really enjoy doing this, and I love reading the comments and stuff like that. Like, if you want to like leave a comment on this, I'll talk about it in the next one, like, for sure. Like, I like that. I've had some really, really good comments, especially like some really long, thoughtful ones. I can't remember who it was. I probably should look it up, but I won't. But there's a really long, thoughtful comment about the second episode, I believe it was, where I was talking about the UK's ridiculous decision on a definition of a woman. or definition of a woman, I believe it was. And there was a lovely, thoughtful, long comment. Some stuff I was like 100%, stuff I was like, oh, I don't know. But like, I'd love to pick up on those. So that'd be like really nice to do. So maybe in the future, I'll be like replying to you and stuff like that. So yeah, the other thing that I did want to touch on, because I haven't really spoke about it too much, is I'm not I haven't done them. I'm not saying I'm not doing them anymore, but I haven't done them for a couple of months now. Haven't done the Patreon exclusive cash stuffing. So if you're new here or you haven't seen one before, basically what I would do is with you lot, I'd go live, usually a random Sunday. It would be probably about 10 of you that would show up, and we would cash stuff together. You'd let me know where you wanted the money to go and stuff like that. And it has been like a lovely experience, and those videos are all still up on Patreon. So if you're watching this on Patreon, then they're still there. Go and watch them. And if you're watching this on Don't Trust Ira, then, you know, sucks to be you, but but anyway, I haven't done them for a couple of months now because all of my Patreon paycheck I've needed it for my budget, so I haven't had £200 wiggle room to do that, and I know it will change. And as the budget changes, and as I don't need Patreon money, I will be definitely going back to doing that. I just want you to know that I haven't forgotten about it. I will come back and do them 100%, but right now I don't have £200 of wiggle money within my budget. I can't just cash stuff £200 like I used to be able to, but I know that, I don't know, I think when I look at my Etsy metrics, I am making similar money to this point last year, but things just cost more now. So all my bits cost more, and I'm like really, really well prepared for the rest of the year. So I've paid for a lot of stuff already, but how do I say it? Things just cost more. Like I've got like a load of subscriptions. Like I have to. It's not like I just have to pay for. I got a sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's not like I just have to pay for Photoshop. I have to pay for my editing software. I have to. This is a ridiculous. I'm currently doubled up on hay fever stuff at the moment, just because it's really bad at the moment. Anyway. Like everything costs so much money, and as the business expands, as I do more stuff, things cost more and more and more and more. So yeah, it just gets tougher. So I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I think, oh, what happens if this continues? Like, would I just go and get another job? And I just can't imagine what that would be like for me. I'm really proud of what we do, and if I was happy to not save up for a house, I could do this forever. But I think, maybe in the new year, I might consider getting a normal job just to supplement me during these times, so I don't worry. Like for a long time, I haven't worried about money. Ever since I got out of debt, I haven't worried about money. But sometimes I'm like, should I really be doing this full time if I'm only paying myself like £1,500-1,600 a month? Because I could definitely earn more than that working in a lot of places. But there'll be, there's been months where I've paid myself nearly £10,000. So it's just this time of year, and it's tough when you're trying to get an advent calendar out when you're not making as much money. Like, it's tough. And I don't want you to think that I'm moaning about this, because what I need you to know is that this is the best job I've ever had, and I absolutely love it. But I really want to save for a house. I really, really want to. So I don't like the thought of just scraping by in the month. And I know a lot of us do that, but I think maybe next year should consider getting something that's sort of maybe part-time, just so that I know I'm going to be okay, because then I can still do videos and stuff like that. But the thing that I wouldn't like about having a part-time job is the literal freedom that I have right now. Like, I wake up, I do a little bit of work, and then I go to the gym, I have a big lunch, I go for a walk for 2 hours, like I run errands, I do whatever I want. And like the freedom of doing that is worth not earning as much. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want you to think that I'm moaning about not earning very much, because everything that I get in terms of the freedom, the creative outlet, the connection with you, like that more than makes up for it. That more than pays for it for me. So while I am and will always be concerned about money during these months, I wouldn't trade it in for anything. I wouldn't trade it in for anything. And I have to remind myself that, you know, I'm satisfied as long as I'm making about £2,000 a month. That was always my goal. I will do this full time and be happy, because I know that at the drop of a hat, I can not work for a week and I'll be okay. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just, you know, it's a difficult thing because I feel like I can talk to you about everything, and I try not to talk to you about everything because I think privacy is quite important. But I think when I talk about the business, I think I'll tell you everything about the business because we've built it together. Do you know what I mean? So when I talk about sales being low or sales being good, I don't want you to think that I am moaning, and equally I don't want you to think that I'm showing off. I just want you to know that I'm so grateful for what I have right now. I wouldn't have it any other way. And when I say sales are low, I'm just stating facts. I'm not trying to guilt you. The last thing I'd want is to guilt you into buying stuff. But if you want something, buy it, bestie. I've got some really exciting challenges coming out soon. So I'm thinking about doing these challenges I've got a load of dice challenges coming soon. Like, I think I spoke about that before. So I think there's like 6 new ones coming out. And I'm also doing some sort of challenges that are just, they're going to be cute, right? So they're going to be laminated envelopes rather than zippers, because I think that's what people are pretty much after these days. I don't think there's a huge appetite for zippers at the moment. So I'm going to do those laminated ones that are a nice envelope, but then they'll have like one of my, you know, the £2 challenges in them. I call them £2 challenges, but you know, they're like the small ones that fit in really nicely. Those, and then like a really nice like label on the front. And I'm thinking about doing a tattoo one, and just ones that are really popular in the £2 challenges, just like refresh and revamp them. And I think like maybe 6 of those will be really, really cute, and just see how they go. Also going to, I really want to, it's hard. Like when I'm doing advent calendar, I need to not think about future stuff, but at the same time, it's nice bringing out something relatively often. Like last year I was bringing out a new product nearly every week, and I think it got quite fatiguing for a lot of you, because you'd get excited, buy it, and by the time you know, the day you buy it, the thing that you bought 2 weeks ago arrived, and you're not excited about that one as much anymore. And I think a lot of people ended up with a lot of challenges that they didn't want. So I think like maybe every 2 to 3 weeks I'll bring out something. But also remember, there's a collection every month as well, which people get like quite hyped up about. So yeah, I'm trying to show restraint, but also I'm really excited about stuff. Like, I think, you know, the sort of deflation that I got from after the challenges that had the round the world ones, the postcard challenges, I felt quite deflated after that because of the things that happened. But at the same time, I think it just stopped me from wanting to pursue anything for a little bit. And now I feel like I'm back on it. I think I lost a lot of confidence in what I was doing after that. But it's been a very long time since we've brought out like some new stuff. Just refreshed Primary Challenge as well, which was really exciting to do. It's different. And I think, you know, rather than like with Infinity, I didn't change it very much each time I refreshed it, and things like that. But I think just changing it very slightly, I think is like, it makes it nice for the people that have the original, like the one in the zipper. And then, maybe when I refresh it again, it will be even more different to that. But I think in our community, we like, well, especially you lot, you do like a dice challenge. You do like a dice challenge. So yeah, I'm going to try and bring back some of the individuals as well. Like the save 200, save 100, save all of those. So I'm trying to just bring those back. So yeah, I've got like plans. I know I need to restock stuff and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, it has been about half an hour. I'm going to stop talking to you in a sec. I know this one's been like a bit of a waffle, but I kind of wanted to update you on a couple of bits and show you a couple bits. But I don't know what else to really say other than, if you are a patron watching this, thank you so much for being a patron. It's it especially at the moment, it does mean a lot to me, so thank you so much. And I guess I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what my thought was there, but I went on a great big mind fog journey for about a second. But yeah, so please comment down below. Let me know what you'd like me to talk about next. Leave me like a random comment, leave me a random fact, anything that you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about it in the next one. Obviously the Patreon exclusive content is it's not all gonna be like this. It's just when I don't really know what to do, I don't want to make content for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to do a vlog for the sake of it and not really show anything special. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I want to give you something every week because it's important to me that you have something. So when I don't have a great idea or a great plan, I feel like this approach is good. And for the people who like listening to me or like hearing about what's going on with me and stuff like that, I think it's like a nice thing for you to have, but it's also not me phoning it in. It's not me just like doing whatever, because I think, do I think this is valuable content? Probably not, but I think it's something that is like nice because I'm having a chat with you. Do you know what I mean? Whereas do you remember, like, not all of you have been here for a very long time, but I used to do a vlog every single week, and it got to the point where I was kind of showing you the same stuff every single week. Like every single week I was showing you the same stuff, and I wasn't like enjoying doing it. I was just sort of I was on a treadmill. I was just doing it because that's what I thought you wanted, and I wasn't getting any joy from doing it. I think it was really muddying the waters of the Budget with Ira channel. And when I said, I'm not going to do them anymore, you're going to get them very infrequently, nobody was all that sad about them. But when a vlog came up and you got a monthly vlog, I think people were much more happy and engaged with that than it every single week, because they got really samey, and I was just doing it for the sake of it. I was doing it because I thought it was what you wanted, and I wasn't particularly passionate about it. And I don't want Patreon to be like that. I want to have great stuff to show you. So if I don't have anything incredible to show you, I'll do something like this. I'll just chat to you for a little bit, and I think that's a good thing to do. But let me know in the comments, like, please let me know in the comments if you want to see anything specific, because I'm here for you. Like, if you want to see something specific, or if you want me to talk about something specific, just let me know in the comments. And like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no silly things. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you want to see Budget Bestie, I'll put that on the normal channel or anything like that. But if you would like a Patreon Budget Bestie, if you want to guarantee that I look at your budget, bestie, then we can certainly do something like that as well. So yeah, like I'm pretty much open to anything. So just let me know. But anyway, I am going to go because it's currently, what is the time? It's currently 10:15 at night. I'm going to edit this and I'm going to start editing this week's Wednesday video, which is a consolidation. So I'm going to start editing that now. And yeah, I will see you very, very soon. And maybe we'll have another chat next week. Maybe we'll do something interesting. But yeah, I hope you liked your walk around the forest last week. And I'll see you again really, really soon, bestie. All right, see you later. Bye, bestie.